Welcome to Tony's British English. Now, today we're going to look at a very important character from history, and we're also going to look at British culture, because on the 5th of November is Bonfire Night. Bonfire Night, where we remember Guy Fawkes. Guy Fawkes and the gunpowder plot. Guy Fawkes tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament. Now, what I want you to do now is to look at this text and read the text. Are you ready? Okay, wait there. Guy Fawkes was born on the 13th of April 1570, and he was known as Guy Fawkes or Guido Fawkes. He was involved in the failed gunpowder plot of 1605. He was a Catholic and he wanted a Catholic king. Guy Fawkes and his gang wanted to blow up Parliament with gunpowder, hence the name, the Gunpowder Plot. Guy Fawkes was placed in charge of the gunpowder, and he was discovered by the authorities. When he was found with the gunpowder, he was asked questions the next few days, and he was made to tell the truth. He was executed and hanged. So we celebrate in the UK Guy Fawkes Night on the 5th of November, the anniversary of Guy Fawkes' death. There we have it, the story of Guy Fawkes and the story of why we in the UK, the British, celebrate Bonfire Night. Now, let's have a look at this text. This text is written in the passive. In the passive. The passive. The passive voice. Now, what is the passive voice, I hear you ask? Well, it's to do with the verb to be and a past participle. The verb to be and a past participle. This is the voice. I'll show you. Active voice. I eat bread. I eat bread. This is the active voice. The active voice. Why? Because the subject comes first. I eat, the verb. Bread is the object. Subject, verb, object. Now, let's put this into the passive voice. Bread is eaten by me. I eat bread. Bread is eaten by me. So we have the verb to be and a past participle. The verb to be and a past participle. Now, I want you to look at this text and see how many verbs to be and a past participle you can find. you can find. So I want you to read this text and see how many passive voices you can find. You ready? And, oh, hang on a minute, no. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. That's it. On your marks, get set, go. Yes, that's correct. Well done. The answer is 10. There are 10 examples here of the passive voice. Now, let's look at one sentence. Are you ready? Okay. He was discovered. He was discovered. He was discovered by somebody. He was discovered by somebody. Notice we've got the verb to be, was. Discovered, the past participle. Discover, discovered, discovered. So, he was discovered by the authorities. Now, we can change that round and we can say the authorities discovered him. The authorities discovered him. So passive, he was discovered. Active, the authorities discovered him. It depends on your point of view. It depends on how you see the situation. So active and passive all depends on how you see it, what is important to you. Now, for example, let's look at sharks. 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 So we could say active, shark, or a shark eats a man. A shark eats a man. Yeah? That's active. There's no verb to be. So we have shark, which is the most important, and we have man. But what happens if I want to make man more important than the shark? We say man is eaten by a shark. A man is eaten by a shark. Passive, active, shark eats a man. So we use the passive when we want to look at the object and we see the object as more important than the subject. Cool? Okay, let's go back to the text. Let's look at another sentence. Guy Fawkes was asked many questions by the authorities. Guy Fawkes was asked many questions by the authorities, the police. Now, Guy Fawkes was asked many questions. Do we need by the police? Do we need that? No. Why? Because it's not important. So we say, Guy Fawkes was asked many questions. We don't need the rest. One use of the passive is when the subject is not important. For example, a robber has stolen my money. A robber has stolen my money. Is the robber more important than your money? Or is your money more important than the robber? So we say, My money has been stolen. Finish. My money has been stolen. Now, by a robber? Is that important? It's obvious it's a robber. It's not important. So we say, my money has been stolen, which is, of course, the passive voice. Every year, on the 5th of November, bonfires are lit. Light, lit, lit. Bonfires are lit. Fireworks are lit. Costumes are worn. This is all to do with the passive voice. Why? Because the object is more important than the subject. Now, let's have a look. Look at the construction. Guy Fawkes was executed. 1, 2, 3. Executed. Guy Fawkes was executed. Yeah? He was executed by the authorities, by the police, by politicians. He was executed. Why? Because Guy Fawkes is more important than who executed him. So, he was, verb to be, executed by the authorities, by the police. He was, verb to be, executed. Do we need by the authorities? Do we need that? No, because it's obvious. We don't need to say it. Brilliant. Okay, now your homework is to read newspapers, watch TV, the radio, anything. I want you to find sentences which are in the passive. That's your homework. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you like it, ding, press like. Okay, thank you very much indeed. Don't forget the 5th of November, bonfire night. Thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye.